Hello everybody, it's Sierra, the Artsy Badger, and today we're finally getting to the long-awaited sketchbook tour. I think the thing I'm gonna miss the most about this sketchbook is the original Artsy Badger cover page from my very first video. I tried to keep it in pretty good condition, and I did until about like 3 videos ago, and I got this bend in the corner. So I'm a little sad about that, but that's okay. And I'm not totally sure whether I'm gonna keep my voiceover live like it is right now or do a after editing voiceover, so bear with me if the audio changes a little bit. Also, there are probably gonna be a lot of cuts because I'm sure that my animals are gonna make lots of noises. But with all that being said, let's just jump into the sketchbook tour. I totally forgot that I had this August till such and such date part of this sketchbook, so I guess I'll fill that out now. July. Wow, that looks really ugly. 12th? So almost a whole year. I feel like I should redo that with a thicker pen. Bear with me one moment. There we go, that's better. So, started this book right around my birthday last year, and I managed to finish it before then. Also, as I said in my previous video, I haven't really finished an entire sketchbook ever before. This is the first spread that I ever did, and I think you can really tell by this spread what my intentions with this sketchbook were. I really wanted it to be a little bit more of like a diary with like random found objects in it, and this is pretty much the only page that mimics that. Since it is going to be, most pages will have both the front and the back drawn on, I guess I will change it to this orientation. I remember really loving this page, one because I kind of kept up the found object, and I did all of these sketches from life when I went to the zoo for my birthday with my mom and my boyfriend. I think I like this zebra the best. Some more doodling. My very first style swap video. It's kind of crazy. Trying to get those Posca pens to work didn't work out so great. Still doing well with the found object thing, so I guess I kept it up a little bit longer than I thought. Some of my more famous sketches, I'd say, the drawing this in your style. I definitely want to do more of those. I'm excited to do some of those in my new sketchbook. I liked the way these turned out. This is from one of the Casey prompt videos, and I don't ever like submit them. I don't have many of them in here, but I do them occasionally. Some ideas for the Potted Puppies series. Here we get into Drawcember, so I'll probably go pretty quickly through these because I have literally a video for every single one of these. Oh, skipped a page. This was definitely one of my favorites. I also liked this one. Another series that I liked but don't think was as well received by the community. I enjoyed drawing some of the artists that I admire. And this was my New Year's spread. Some gender-bent avatar fan art. Shapes challenge. More draw this in your style. And this is where I started to give up on coloring in every page, but I still did it sometimes. This is actually an original character of mine, and I haven't drawn her in a long time, but I wanted to practice drawing her again. I would like to do something with that. So this was for Nerdy Crafter. She had that challenge where you would leave a comment of a creature, and then each person would interpret it, and this is what I came up with. This was for the YouTube Artist Collective, which I haven't done more of, sadly. I did briefly try to develop a spider sona. I first practiced already existing spider people and then tried to create one for myself. This one was mostly inspired by the colors of Hufflepuff, and then this was more of a traditional Spider-Man look, and then this was ultimately what I ended up going with. It's alright, don't love it. More of my original characters, some sea creatures. Oh yeah, I was doing that for my sister's birthday project. I forgot about that. This was another blob challenge. I really liked this one. I just laid a bunch of watercolor down and let it dry and then created hair out of it. Some Pokemon fan art. Just some random doodles when I was feeling a lot of art block. This was another Casey prompt. Just some random doodles. I like the way this one turned out. These are really hard to see, but just some sketches of rabbits because I started working at a rabbit rescue. This was the 3 marker challenge in the 2 different ways. First, where you draw something and then you color it in with the markers you get, and then you get markers and create something, but it didn't work out quite how I was hoping. This was another Casey prompt that I just didn't finish. Some random doodles. This was a animal and environments challenge. Some more random doodles. I gotta do more random doodles. Another animal and environments challenge. This was horrible, don't look at that. Style swap. That's also horrible, don't look at that. More of my original character. Another blob challenge. Color palette challenge, I think is what that was. Ooh, I liked this one a lot. I also really liked these, but I was really sad that this bled over. Too bad, so sad. A random scribble challenge. This was another kind of video that I really liked, where I did my original character in a bunch of other people's styles. It was really fun. It was much more challenging than I had anticipated. Some more random doodles. These don't have dates on them, but I did these while I was visiting my sister in college. This is probably my favorite style swap challenge. I just like that I actually included a background and it looks like a finished piece. Just a random doodle of a fluffy butt. More random flower doodles. I really liked this scribble challenge too. I think it turned out well. More random shapes. And then this was my first attempt at making my plants into creatures, and I did not like the way it was going, so I just gave up on that. And then my mom came into town, so we were able to do a animal and environment challenge. And then this is ultimately what I went with my plants as creatures. I did mermaids, and then we've got quite a few pages of mermaids here for Mermaid. This was a little commission, you can barely see it, but for a friend, an anniversary card. More random doodles. More of my original characters. The last mermaid installment, I think. A gouache painting that I had a really fun time doing. Another creature creation video. This was my stress-free flower prompt. Some doodles of my dog. Some shapes challenge dogs. This did not turn out the way I wanted it to. I wanted this line work over her to be much more opaque. I saw an image on Pinterest that looked similar to this, but this is the color it was supposed to be, but this is what it turned into. It's pretty ugly. Oh yeah, I wanted to add some color to this. These were just some doodles I did at a friend's house. I was house sitting for them. This is me attempting to stylize my dog because I have noticed I don't really know how to do that with animals, like make them look cute. This one is terrifying. I really like the way this one looks, but this one is a little too structured and serious, but I do like that one the best. And then my favorite of the cartoony ones is probably that one, but I don't know. I just don't totally have it down yet. This was my little Nico and me drawing. We're almost to the end here. This was the very last video I did last week. You can click the iCard if you'd like to see that there. And then I just have some swatches here in the back. And that's it. I can't believe this is the end of the first Artsy Badger sketchbook, but I'm so excited to get started on a new one. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me through my art block and everything else. Sorry if it was a little bit of a boring sketchbook tour, because I know a lot of the drawings that are in here are videos themselves. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next week.